Um, Alright guys, how's it going? Just gonna show, been up to the comic shop uh, today, so I'm just gonna show you what I've been picking up. Although this was waiting for me when I got home tonight, Vader 17. Now, I know it's been out for a few weeks, but it was lost, and I emailed on Monday, I think it was, and they sent me another one, and it came in 2 days, so that's pretty good. But currently, I'm actually losing like a book a week just now, a book a month, sorry. So I'm really going to have to rethink what I'm doing as regards to my online orders because it's just a nightmare. I'm never getting anything. But I live that far enough out that it's just a nightmare to get into the comic shop. So I don't know. I'm going to give it one more month and see, and then I'm going to have to rethink about it. But anyway, Vader 17, Descender 11. I'm liking it. It needs to step up. It needs to amp up. If anyone's reading it, they might understand the same thing. I do like Lemire some of the time. I like his indie stuff more than I like his stuff he's doing for Marvel just now and the stuff he was doing for DC. So anyway, Descender number 11. That should be coming to the end of its arc, I think, with 12 maybe. Don't know. We'll see. This is Wild's End, Enemy Within. This is great. If anyone likes Dan Abnett, I think he's New Dead Wardians he's known for. This is really good. This is the second volume. This is the last issue of the second volume. If anyone's reading this, issue 5 was crazy. Something happened in issue 5 that broke my heart a little bit. But as you can see here, well, maybe can't tell from this. If you don't know anything about it, it's kind of like Wind in the Willows and War of the Worlds at the same time. So take what you can from that. This is a really good book. They've got little backup features, little maps, and like newspaper articles from that world. If you see what I mean. So it's really inclusive. I like it. This is Bat 50 in its wee little bag. I got really carried away, and there was 2 in there, so I just bought them both. I'm actually waiting for 50 to come through the door, so I don't know what I'm going to do with these. I've seen some folk opening them up. If I'm getting an unbagged one anyway, I might not bother opening these and just leave them, but we got 2 of them, so whatever. I picked these up. These didn't cost anything. I was just interested to see what they were. Tangent Comics, The Joker's Wild. It's a lassie. We'll see what that's all about. And then Just the Joker. They had a heap of these, so I'll maybe, if these are any good, I'll see about getting the whole set, I guess. I'm not sure how many there is in total. I think this along the bottom might have something to do with it, though. Yeah, it seems to. Does it? I don't know. But anyway, there's 2 of them there. Both issue 1, so I think it's maybe just a set of one-shots. I don't really know. There was a Green Lantern one which looked quite cool. I was looking for a Batman one. I couldn't see it, but there was a heap in there. So if these are any good, we'll maybe go for them next time. I was watching We Love Comics or something. I've actually got one of these, a first print, but this is a second, the red cover. The first print's black with this 0-year piece in yellow. So this is the first appearance of Duke Thomas, who is, I think it might even be in here, is going to become the new Robin. So we'll see what that's all about. But the guy on that We Love Comics basically said, if you can see these, just go and get them. So I did. He only had one left, and it was this one. I've just seen it. Looks like it's had its... I don't know if you'll be able to see that in there, but it's got heaps of wee spine clicks right the way down it. So maybe this was a waste of time. It was three quid, so I think 3 quid's all right. But it'll sit nicely with my first eat. I went and got this. I didn't know that this was on the go. I do like David Hein. I loved his run, The Bulletproof Coffin, if anyone's read that. And he's got a great one. I think it's called Strange Embrace. If you can find that, it was 4 like prestige books. Strange Embrace it was called. That's quite old. I think it's a 90s one. But he's ace. He's wrote Batman. He wrote a thing called Storm Dogs more recently. But I didn't know this was on the go. I think there's a number 2. He didn't have it, but I picked up the number 1. So we'll see what that's all about. I never heard of these guys either. Aftershock. So we'll have a look into them, I guess. But David Hein, he's one of my favourites. I missed out on this. Nobody told me it was back in, and I found it. Nowhere Men #7. This was on the go a good couple of years ago now. It got to issue 6 and then just stopped. No news. There was even an advert in issue 6 for the trade, which said it collected issue 1 to 7. We never got issue 7. So I don't know what the trade was all about, but there's a trade of it anyway. It's Eric Stevenson. He's one of the big boys down at Image. And yeah, this is really good. If you can find the first 6, I think you can still get them. Or like I say, buy the trade. But I got 7, 8, and 9, so I'm up to date. Like I say, I'm annoyed I never knew, so I could have been in on this a lot longer ago. But, you know, there we go. That's all of that. I would recommend, I've not read these, I'm going to read the whole lot again. I would recommend picking it up. And yeah, that's everything I've got for you just now. And I guess we'll see you for the next one. Cheers.